Hello students, hope you all are fine at your home. So please stay at your home and be safe. Now let us start a new chapter, that is language of chemistry. This is chapter 5 of your book. Now in this chapter we will study ki, as previous chapter you have studied ki how many elements are there, and according to that elements how they all are arranged in a periodic table according to their atomic number. There you have studied atomic mass also. But in this chapter we will study ki what is chemical reaction, then what is chemical equation, how to write a chemical equation, how to write formulas by the valencies, and then we will study how to write a equation plus how to write a balanced chemical equation. So we will start from our first topic, that is how to write a formula. So on the basis of valency, now we have to study what is valency. First topic is valency. Valency means the number of electron donated or number of electron accepted from the valence shell or from the outermost shell just to attain nearest noble gas configuration or just to attain stability is called as valency. One example I am giving you here, such as sodium is having atomic number that is 11, then you will write its configuration, that will be 2, 8 and 1. It means last shell is having 1 electron. Now this last shell will donate 1 electron, means there will be donation of 1 electron, and this sodium, while donating 1 electron, attains sodium plus charge. The number of electron donated, same will be the amount of charge. Now you see in this case, this sodium acquires 2, 8, that is equals to 10, and 10 means nearest noble gas configuration. Next, one more example I am giving you here, chlorine, having 17 atomic number, 2, 8, 7. Now it is having 7 electrons in the outermost shell, means it needs one more electron to complete its octet. Octet means last shell should have 8 electrons. In this case, now this chlorine as attaining 1 charge, so when anybody gives electron, it will be having plus charge, and when anybody attains electron, it acquires minus charge. So this chlorine acquires minus charge and it also becomes the nearest noble gas configuration. Okay. Now you see it is also attaining a nearest noble gas configuration as 2A. Now when it acquires 1 electron, again it will become 8, means 8, this will be 18. And 18 is the configuration, 18 is the atomic number of argon. So it is also acquiring a nearest noble gas configuration of iron. Therefore we can say कि sodium is having plus 1 valency and chlorine is having minus 1 valency. Now knowing the valency of different elements, we can write the formulas, such as what are the steps you have to follow. As here sodium is having plus 1 charge and chlorine is having minus 1 charge. The first step is just to write the symbol of an element. Second step is just to write the valency, just down to it whatever the valencies of the particular element. Third step is you have to do the cross multiplication, means this sodium will multiply by 1 and this chlorine will multiply by this. Hence after multiplication there comes NaCl, means this NaCl is formula for sodium chloride. Now let us take some more examples to show you how to write the formulas. First example you have seen of sodium chloride. Second example we will take, suppose water. So in this case, water means H. H is having hydrogen. Then valency of hydrogen is plus 1. Now here oxygen. Valency of oxygen means oxide is minus 2. Now this hydrogen will multiply by this 2. This oxygen will multiply by this 1. Therefore, the formula will be what? H2O. Second, if I say copper oxide, copper will be plus 2, oxygen will be minus 2. They both will be having cross multiplication. formula will be Cu. Third, if I say magnesium chloride, now see Mg plus 2 Cl minus 1. You will do cross multiplication, you will get this formula. One more example if you want, you can take, that is sodium carbonate. This will be sodium plus 1, carbonate will be minus 2. Cross multiplication, this formula thus you just. Now these all valencies, I have made one chart and this will be your attachment. Just down to the video their attachment is there. So in this attachment you can see the valency chart which you have to learn and which you have to practice maximum number of writing formulas. Now children, as we know, the symbol is used to identify the elements. Chemical formulas are used to identify the chemical compounds. Like the same way, chemical reaction is to identify how the reaction takes place in a simplest form. As I tell you, if magnesium, simple statement if it is, when magnesium reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. So this is one statement. Now if you want to write this statement in a simple reaction form or a statement form, how you will write? Then you will write like this. When magnesium reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. Now this type of writing of any of the reaction or any of the statement of a reaction writing in this form, we say it is a word equation. We say this type of equation is called as word equation. Okay. Now if we write this particular elements, the names are written. If we write the symbol of these names such as Mg plus O2 gives out MgO. Now in this case, they all are written in the form of its symbol. Therefore, this type of equation is called as skeletal equation. This type of equation is called as the skeletal equation or unbalanced equation. Unbalanced equation. Now we need to balance it. Now why there is a necessity of balancing equation? See, we have written a simple word equation. Now we have changed that word equation into the skeletal equation. You just see on left hand side, this substance this particular part is called as reactant. This particular part is called as product. Now magnesium is here also, magnesium is here also, oxygen is here also, oxygen is here also. But the number of oxygen varies both the sides. It means it is not following the law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass means both the sides. As we know, mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Hence, both the sides, the number of that element of the mass should be same. For this reason, we used to balance it. A simple, I am just doing it like this, then I will tell you how to balance it. Suppose if I write 2 here, 2 magnesium plus oxygen gives out MgO. Now you see why if I write 2 both the sides, 2 magnesium will be here, 2 magnesium will be here, 2 oxygen is here, and see 2 oxygen is here also. It means on reactant side as well as on product side, mass becomes same. Hence we can say this type of equation is balanced equation. Okay. Now let us start what are the steps to be taken to balance a chemical equation. Simple unbalanced equation or simple skeletal equation I am taking, where hydrogen reacts to oxygen to form water. Now you see on left hand side, how many hydrogen is there? 2. How many oxygen is there? 2. On right hand side we will see on product side, how many hydrogen is there? 2. How many oxygen is there? 1. It means equation is not balanced. Because here both the elements are means having 2 numbers. Here hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 1. Therefore, just to start a balancing, we have to multiply any of the side which you see that would be balanced by the simplest number, and that simplest number should be 2, such as this side. If I multiply this side oxygen by 2, okay, means multiplying by oxygen by 2 means whole we are multiplying by 2. Is it clear? If both multiplying means hydrogen should also be multiplied by 2. Now you just see 2 2s are 4 means now hydrogen is coming 4 here and here oxygen is coming 2. Now again changes you have seen, and this side hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 2. Now what are the simplest method you have to do? You have to again multiply by 2 here. Means you have to multiply this hydrogen by 2. So we will get hydrogen is equals to 4, oxygen is equals to 2. Now you see left hand side means the reactant side is equals to right hand side, which is product side. Now we can say 2H2 plus O2 gives out 2H2O, which is a well balanced chemical equation. Let me take one more example, then it will be more clear to you. A simple unbalanced equation or a skeletal equation is KClO3 gives out KClO plus O2. Now see both the sides elements are same. One potassium, chlorine, chlorine, oxygen, oxygen means reaction is valid. Now here number of potassium is 1, number of chlorine is 1, number of oxygen is 3. From this, potassium is equals to 1, chlorine is equals to 1, oxygen is equals to 2. Means again we have to balance it. Now you see both the numbers are 1, no problem. Oxygen is having problem here. Here oxygen is 3, here oxygen is 2. Means we have to multiply by such a number that both the sides oxygen will be balanced. If suppose I multiply oxygen with 3, 3 2s are 6. Now come this side. This side if I multiply oxygen by 2, oxygen will be balanced. But you see this is a complete one compound. Means the number 2 will be multiplied by whole part. Okay. Now if by whole part we are multiplying, means here also it will be multiplied by 2. So it will be 2, 2 and 6. Come this side. Now if here potassium is 2, chlorine is 2, here it is 1. Simple way, we will also multiply by 2 both the sides. It will be 2, it will be 2. Like this. So the balanced form will be 2KClO3 gives out 2KCl plus O2. It will be a well balanced chemical equation. What you have to do, you have to balance the various chemical equation. You go through your book, find out different equations, try to balance it, and the attachment of valency chart will be there. Try to learn all the valencies. It will be positive, it will be negative, and try to do or try to solve or try to write the chemical formula or the formulas of different chemical compound as already you did in class 7. Okay, thank you.